welcome, Divine Collective. Welcome to the soul healing session. We're going to be looking into what the guides want us to know for today. Um, we're not going to do what they would have, previously given us. We're not going to do that whole preset thing for today. There are a few things that the guides have communicated to me about that I would definitely love to share with you about some of the relationships that are going on out here in the Mjolo streets. But for now, um, today, basically, or for this particular reading, we're just going to just tap into whatever the guides want us to know in this specific moment. All right. So, Holy Spirit, thank you for your divine presence. Thank you for clearing out all negative energies in this space. Thank you that only the highest will of God for myself and for humanity prevails. All right, you all know the drill. We're hanging out with Bambino, and as long as Bambino is okay with us continuing with the reading, we will continue. But if Bambino starts having problems, then we will have to end the live. Maybe we'll continue another time. All right, so I'm trying out this deck here. Y'all don't know, I don't use tarot cards. I only use tarot cards for this particular type of readings. Okay, I've got my own divination tools that I use for my own readings when I work with clients specifically. Um, but tarot cards, I love tarot cards. I love tarot. I've been learning how to use them, how to, work with them as divination tools. And I'm also trying to get into astrology as well, because, here in Africa, the kind of spiritual people that we are, usually you are just born with a gift, and there are certain divination tools that your spiritual team will give you to use, and those will be the tools that work for you. And rarely do we here in Africa, particularly here in South Africa, I can't speak about other countries, but rarely will your guides or your specific spiritual team take you into astrology, or teach you about astrology and so on. So if you end up on that astrology path, um, you become one of those few people, few Africans that do those things. And then also, if you end up taking the path of tarot as well, you become one of those few spiritual practitioners here in Africa. But this is not the norm in Africa. Here in Africa, people will just look at the light, the candle light. They will light a candle, they will look at it maybe in your presence, and then they'll tell you your stuff. They'll tell you your business, they'll tell you what's going on with you. Of course, here in Africa, we also use a lot of bones as well. But sometimes we literally don't need to use anything. We can just, be in your presence and immediately receive messages from the guides to know this is what it is that this person is dealing with. What is it that this person needs to know? Okay. So let's see. I'm using this Universal Tarot of Marseille. So let's see how it goes. Let's see. I'm learning about this one because it's quite different. It's not the usual type of tarot that I'm used to, or that I love everything about it. This is very much me. But yeah, you see the cards are slightly different from the usual stuff that I use, because you've seen my cards usually would have pictures and all of those things. So let's see what the guides want us to know today. Right, so here we've got 6 of Cups. All right, we've got a whole lot of swords here. So this looks like 9 of Swords. But 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Then we've got King of Swords. Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome to you. Heaven's spelled back. And who else is saying hi here? I'm only seeing Heaven spelled back. I don't know if anyone else is saying anything there, but everyone, you are welcome. We've got King of Wands. So we've got the King of Swords, King of Wands here. Then we've got the Nine of Wands. Then we've got the Six of Cups. Okay. Got someone here. Someone that is very someone that is firstly very generous. Okay, this is a community builder. All right, this is someone that likes to help people, someone that is very kind, someone that is very loving, supportive, helpful. But this is someone that is also very strict as well. Okay, someone that is definitely aware of who they are. Okay, so you know who you are. You are very clear about who you are. Okay, you don't mince about anything when it comes to who you are. Like you are not what's the word, English sometimes just ends up failing me sometimes, but you don't play around when it comes to who you are. You know exactly who you are, you know what you are about, and you know what you are not about, and so you're very clear about that. You do assert your boundaries, so you don't play around. All right, this is you here that they're talking to us about. And we got the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Pentacles. We got the Fool. Then we got the Queen of Wands. All right. Just gonna put this here a little bit. My makeshift table is not very stable. Okay, so let's have a look here and see what the guides are saying with regards to the second row of cards here. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles here, and this Queen of Wands, right now, yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles here, and you are embarking on some kind of and perhaps let's say it's a new chapter or something along those lines, or a new path, a new journey. I don't know if it's really new, but it's like you are definitely embarking on this, and perhaps there's a newness to it because of this Ace of Pentacles. All right, so there's definitely this newness to it, or this new feeling to it. But this path that you are in, and I think the reason why I'm not sure whether this is really new, or it feels new, but at the same time it's like it's not really new. So it's, you are doing something that you've done before, but you're doing it anew. You're doing it, on a maybe different level, that type of a thing. You are reinventing yourself. You are redefining yourself. You are refining your goals, your path, your journey. Maybe you are busy doing those New Year's resolutions as well. Who knows? All right. But you are definitely, uh, and there's this curiosity that you are also having about this new thing that you are embarking on, or this thing. And it's like, I feel like you've done this, several times before. You've probably been doing this, over the years. But there's this childlike, I don't know if I should call it passion. Perhaps it is a passion that you have for this path of life that you have, or this journey of, I don't know if I should call it self mastery, or is it self discovery, or self development, or it's perhaps all three of them. Okay, so there's a passion that you have for it that makes it that each time you have to, it's maybe, for example, for some of you, you maybe pick up something new with regards to your spiritual journey or your spiritual path, or this could be with regards to your business or your career or something along those lines, whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that you like. And then once you pick that something new, you realize, oh, there's this new thing that I can, work on, and expand myself in this particular area. The excitement that you get from expanding yourself in whatever area or in whatever capacity, it's like this childlike innocent type of excitement that you have, passion that you have for that thing, that it just fuels you, and it makes the whole thing definitely feels new. It fuels you, it gives you strength, it sort of like revitalizes you, it re-energizes you, all right, towards whatever it is that you are doing there. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are actually someone that is maybe a little bit mature, but you actually have you have youthful, um I don't know if I should call it zeal, ambition, or something like that, uh, or rather, uh, should I call it thirst for life, or maybe not that, but you you have this thing about you that is, it's almost as if you haven't lived perhaps for as long as you've lived, the way that you have um this fresh, you have this fresh thing about life, this fresh taste for life, if you should put it that way, because sometimes words fail me. So this is what the guides are showing, and so now there's this new thing that is also happening here, and it looks like, to the most part, it has to do with your career. Okay, it definitely looks like it's career. It's something that has to do with also just setting up your material affairs, of course. you know um maybe solidifying certain things that are very important to you, and it could even be in relationships as well. It could be with your family life, it could, but very strongly it's coming through, with regards to career. Okay, so very exciting here. Let's see what's going on with the comments. Let's see what y'all are saying here. Mm, who is this? Candy Party. Oh, dang, one I like. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but if you say you like, thank you. Without nowhere, without want to see that live, I feel that I need to see that. Okay, subscribe and liked that. That's, remember, one like, thinking a lot about new jobs these days, a different area. Okay, yeah, some of you could have moved to a different area. Absolutely. Sorry that I'm not reading your name. Hello, Spider Purple 7. So yeah, some of you could definitely be moving to a different area, of course. So there's this new thing that is happening, and whatever it is, there's an air of optimism. Yeah, there's that air of optimism about it, and this optimism that you have, there's something about it that is pure, innocent. And I know many times you like to associate purity and innocence with naivety and lack of whatever, but in reality, purity and innocence is actually also, a very powerful force, because it doesn't have to be naive and everything, because you can still protect it with, your discernment and your experience and, all these things, your boundaries and all of that, your assertiveness. But you do want to have that innocence and that purity, that because that's what makes you optimistic. You understand that that's what keeps the optimism, and you do need, a certain amount of it. Actually, you do need a whole lot of it. It's like you want to be able to be skeptical about certain things, but you also at the same time want to be, the fool here. You understand? You want to be the eternally optimistic. You want to always know that, okay, even if, things can be a little bit scary, this is a new thing, a new journey, a new experience, a new whatever that I'm embarking on. But I'm very, very, hopeful and excited that I'm going to learn something new. I'm going to grow. It's a different kind of air that I'm breathing now. That kind of a vibe. You understand? All right. So let's quickly have a look here and see. I'm back on the channel. Yes, I see you are. I don't know why this one is coming out. The Hierophant. I don't know why this one came out. So let's just pay attention to it. Got the Hierophant. And you are welcome, Spider Purple 7. And for everyone else, if I didn't mention your name, please don't take it personally. I really appreciate all of you. I just noticed Spider Purple 7 because this Spider Purple 7 is a regular, and there's a lot of comments that always come from this particular person. And thank you to you that subscribed. All right, I really appreciate you. Guys, I really, really appreciate the subscriptions. I want to do 500 subscribers by Valentine's Day. So hopefully we'll get there. I'm really looking forward to, doing a Valentine's special on Valentine's Day here. All right. And thank you so much for the likes as well. I really, really appreciate you. So we've got the Hierophant here. We've got the Empress. Okay. We've got Strength. And then we've got the Three of Wands. Okay. Right. So at the moment, it's like, even though, you've embarked on this nice new journey and this nice new path, this nice new chapter, whatever it is that this new thing that seems to be happening, and for some of you it's a new thing that you've done before, but you're doing it anew. You're doing it in a new way. um so even though that's the case, where you are at the moment, what I see the guides doing in your life at the moment is that there's not a lot of movement as yet. All right, there's not a lot of things happening as yet. You are still setting up, what is this, setting up your tent, kind of like, when you've just moved to, maybe you've gone camping or whatever, and you're still setting up house. Yes, so I was trying to use the metaphor of setting up a tent when you're going camping, but now the guys reminded me and said, no, you are still setting up house. You are still getting settled. You're still creating some kind of a solid foundation. All right. You are still nurturing whatever it is that is still a little bit fragile within you. All right. You are still, for example, with the Spider, who has just moved to Spider Purple 7, who's just moved to a new area. I think it sounds like they just moved to a new area. When you move to a new area, you don't always just jump in and hit the ground running and start doing things. Sometimes people do that, but most of the time, what you do is you get settled first, isn't it? You get settled first, and then you become acquainted with things. So that's what I see happening here. You are still making sure that you are, and some of you are even recovering from, the journey that led you to this new chapter. All right. But definitely this new chapter is taking place, it's occurring, and you are, regaining your strength, you are recharging, you are planning, you are, strategizing, you are organizing, you are perhaps even setting up those resolutions for the new year and all of that. So basically, there's there's a lot of tools and resources that the guides seem to have availed here for you. Okay, because they are saying to you, look, boo, we see you, you're amazing. All right, we see you, you know who you are confident, you are, you know, you are wise, you are smart. You know, we've got the king of swords here, we've got the king of wands here. Okay, so you've got a lot going on for you. All right. And so we see you. And so we are starting together with you on this nice new journey. We are helping you. We are taking you on that path. You know, whatever it is that this new thing is happening in your life right now, we are with you there. Okay. And we are, you know, zhuzhing you up. We are, you know, fueling you. We are incentivizing you. We are equipping you. We are capacitating you. We are resourcing you. We are setting you up with whatever it is that you're going to need to be able to do this thing. All right. That's what they are saying here. They're saying we are setting you up nicely. Okay. We are, you know, making sure that you've got, you know, before you go for that long distance trip, before you know you make any big moves in life, what happens is, you know, you make sure that you get all stocked up. The guys are stocking you up right now, you know, so that everything that you're going to need for this journey, you have it. All right, because it's going to be a beautiful journey. By the looks of things, you've got everything that is required, right, including the personality, you've got the skills, you've got the lessons, that, you know, you've got the experience, you've got everything that is required here to be able to do this thing. Okay, so let's see what else the guides want us to know here. You my shining star. All right, there I go singing. You're the star. This one says it's the stars even. Oh, okay, please pardon the I cover this thing here, the nudity, but how do I use to cover this? Because my little one is waking up now, and that means we gotta cut this thing short. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, Bambino. Hello. Okay. Okay, you don't want this. Okay. Let's give you Blinky. No. If Bambino starts complaining, I might end up having to leave you guys. Oh, okay, so he's got a Blinky. But if he starts complaining about the Blinky, we're gonna have to continue another time. Maybe this will be all that the guides want you to know. So we've got the stars, then we've got the Six of Wands. All right. Oh, isn't that beautiful? The Six of Wands. Okay, y'all gonna know what this is all about. The stars, the Six of Wands. So this whatever, and you know, this doesn't have to be a move for all of you, isn't it? And it doesn't have to be some kind of a journey. You know, the journey is a metaphor. You understand? But this is just a chapter. But this is a beautiful chapter that you are on. You don't understand what this looks like. Is like whatever it is that you've been dealing with, whatever it is that has been happening over the years, you've been gaining the necessary tools for this particular chapter. Okay, it's like you've been preparing for this chapter, and this looks like a very important chapter. I don't want to lie to you, it looks very, very important. Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay, and then we've got Two of Pentacles. All right. Okay. So let me just peek into this last two ones here. Knight of Wands. Okay, let's open. All right. Sorry, Nana. Oh. Sure. Okay. He's sleeping. He's screaming in his sleep. his eyes are still closed, so I'm just waiting for him to quiet down. All right, I'm waiting for him to calm down, and then once he's all settled, then I'll continue, and then I'll probably go for like 5 minutes, and then I'll be done, because once he starts, screeching and screaming, I don't want to go on with um the reading for too long. Bambino is the boss, y'all. He's the boss. He gets to tell me what I get to do and what I don't get to do. All right. So let's see, this Two of Pentacles. And then we've got the Knight of Wands. We've got okay, so what's coming through here with this last 4 cards, then we are closing, we are done, is that, so this is going to be a very, very beautiful a path that you're going to be on. All right, it's going to be a very beautiful journey. Okay, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be very fulfilling. It's going to yield a lot of rewards. It's going to yield a lot of results. And there are a lot of things that are going to happen very fast and very suddenly. All right. And it's going to be a lot of things that you're going to like. Okay. So you are literally going to, it, how this feels to me is that, I don't know why is it that initially it looks like this is some kind of a new chapter and all of that and everything. And perhaps it is a new chapter because perhaps you've never experienced what you're about to experience here before. Because it feels like you're going to be experiencing, and I know it's going to sound very cliche-ish, kind of like, but it feels like you're going to be experiencing win after win after win, or victory after victory after victory. You understand? It's like you're going to be getting um a lot of good things happening after one after the other. Okay, so this is what's going to be going on here. It's like whatever little bit of challenge, whatever little bit of doubt, whatever little bit of opposition you might find yourself dealing with, you're going to find that very swiftly and very effectively you will. Oh, sorry, Nana. Sorry, no. Okay. 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 So, yeah, I'm literally done. 2 last sentences, and then we are done here, so that I can pay attention to my little one. All right. So it literally you're going to see a lot of things. This year is going to turn out the way that you did not expect. Okay, this is what the guides are showing here, and I don't know why they took us in this direction today, but it is the reading, and it is what it is. This is going to be something that you did. This is going to be a pleasantly surprising year. Okay, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a surprisingly pleasant year. That's the right way to put it. Okay, and so there's going to be a lot of things that are going to catch you off guard. Suddenly, out of the blue, things are just going to come together for you. Suddenly, out of the blue, you're going to experience a certain level of joy, of peace, of happiness, of fulfillment, of rest that you did not expect. Because I understand that, yes, the world seems to be going, crazy in a handbasket, the sky is falling, blah, 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 blah. But you are still going to enjoy, you know, you're still going to enjoy your life. You're still going to be happy. And maybe you might find yourself asking yourself, how is it possible that I'm still happy here? Because with this, Two of Pentacles, why am I still happy here? And I said 2 sentences, but I'm going a little bit overboard. Why am I so happy here despite all of these things that are happening in the world and all of that? I don't know why. I also don't know why, but this is what the guides are saying, that this is what's going to be happening with you. All right. Okay, so I'm done, y'all. I wish you all the best. Enjoy this beautiful thing that the guides are saying. I have to go check out my little one now. Thank you so much for the likes and subscriptions. Bye-bye. Okay, Nana, I'm out. I'm exiting. Okay. All right.